Oh no! Big crash!
Big crash!
Oh, big accident in the rest of the video.
This will be a red flag, almost certainly. Huge impact.
Sliding through the field, through the gravel, back on track. Mr. Felbermeyer, of course, and this is another of the French drivers, and that's why we have a safety car. He's trying to go by Lucas van Enthoven. Oh, whoa, whoa, and that's a heavy. Oh, that's into the gravel bed for both cars. I hope they can continue after the race. Really on two wheels flying there. The number 57 Dirk Schout in de Q1 track racing car, de yellow one.
Dan lekker banden en dat soort toestanden. Ja, we zien eigenlijk, begint eigenlijk met één auto aan de binnenkant die geen ruimte meer heeft. Die moet zichzelf gaan afsnijden. Dan schuift het hele rijtje door naar buiten. En dan is er ergens aan de buitenkant ook weer ruimte te weinig. En dan is het eigenlijk een beetje gebeurd. Raken daarna nog meer auto's elkaar. Even kijken wat er gebeurde inderdaad.
Ja,
hier hebben we de Clio.
Dus Bart Arendsen die tot stilstand. Wow.
Daar inderdaad, de Renault Clio, die staat daar achterstevoren. En dat is natuurlijk hier in de Geert Timmerbocht. Ja, die krijgt gewoon een duwtje van een van de andere deelnemers.
Ene radical gaat ineens heel langzaam hier in richting de Strubbe. En in de Strubbe gaat hij dwars. Ja, en dan klats achter erin, ja.
The final time has been looked at on the inside by Stephen Roberts, I think that was, but he's not going to find a space there.
Anthony Bates under fire from Darren Leonard in the ZS Saloon. Down the hill they come once again. Oh, Stuart Plotnick's lost it, he spins. Let's hope nobody's going to collect him. International Truck Prix here at Donington Park. And look at Mark Taylor, he's charged down the inside of everybody. He's on the grass, there's contact. That was Martin. Oh, there's chaos, and John Bowler's trying to bowl everybody out of the race, I think. What on earth was that all about? See what happened to Mark Taylor, who was chasing John Bowler for fourth place. And there was contact between the two of them. And Mark Taylor gets pushed off. He did well to get the truck stopped there. On board with Simon Reed. Ricky Collick could lose second place here. Craig Reed is going for the inside. Craig Reed trying to go for the lead, I think. We've got a tangle. John Bowler goes spinning up. Bradley Smith's off and wallop into the tyre wall. Oh, big impact for the 46. I thought he was going to go over there for a second. That's going to be a red flag, definitely.
Down into the grass, potentially give each other room coming through. No contact there, and Grata has some trouble coming through, and he makes contact with the 19. So raw and so new. We started the season. Oh, there's contact there. Two drivers getting together. I think that is, I believe.
Oh, car upside down. A look at the Dirt Vision replay. Oh, Sheldon Hodenshield and Justin Peck got together.
Atrocious on that 13 car. Here's one more look at it. Hits the wheel, and boy. Oh, Johnny, what an impact to the left side of that race car.
If we take a look at the Dirt Vision replay, you can see where Pittman was already into the wall and upside down, but yeah, the left rear car was gone from, or left rear tire, I should say, was gone from that car.
Kyle Larson into the third spot. Oh, car to the wall. It's Brad Sweet upside down.
Take a look at the Dirt Vision replay. Yeah, that right rear tire exploded right at the end of the front stretch, sending him up and into the wall. Boy, the car dug in. It looked like it was going to scrub off enough speed, but then when it hit the wall, it dug in.
From the drone, watch there in turn number 4. Baylog was way off the pedal on the bottom, and Golubic came in there. No place to go. Golubic going half as fast as he was. So
In this turquoise and pink Truba Honda Andretti Steinbrenner.
That is Alex Palou,
and
championship
Dixon.
leader, and his teammate Scott Dixon, along with Newgarden.
Palou, Armstrong, Dixon. Boom. So Grosjean got into Dixon a little bit, then Armstrong, and there's Joseph Newgarden on the right.
This is a third 2311 and third 2311 entry is Justin Haley, big off. Drivers left, that's out of 5 and 6.
Through 5 and 6, Logano jumps the curbs and ends up getting contact with Haley, pushes Haley out of in the grass, and now Haley's just along for the ride. Watch as he hits these tire barriers. Those things are great when you hit them head on, but when you hit them sideways, it just pulls them apart from each other.
We saw on the initial lap, now we see the replay. The 67, Kobayashi gets a little contact there from the 51 car. This is the second restart for these drivers. Look how more intense. Oh, contact the 22 into the back of his teammate, Ryan Blaney.
Here it is.
Contact.
12, he did crash.
So, Jeff, that was him jumping on the radio, said if I get back to that 12, he's getting crashed.
Just a little arguing going on. Yeah, Ricky's like, ah.
Todd Gillen exits turn 11. Car gets loose, overcorrects, contact with the wall.
Get some contact. Back bumper right there. Allmendinger's going to make this tough.
Oh, both off track.
Yep. Oh, the double zeros around Cole Custer.
Daniel Hemrick on the inside of John Hunter Nemechek. You see a little slide, and Nemechek might have helped out.
Down into turn 7. Jeb locks up the rear tire, starts wheel hopping, and gets into the 39, and that sends Sieg around. Just Kazgrala's offline, trying to rejoin. That's just, I don't know, man. That's tough to call.
He wind his practice up. See, same area of the spin. SVG late into. No, that's the 20.
Yeah, that was
Van Alst.
Van Alst.
Oh. Dean Thompson tried to
clear himself.
Clear himself to the outside.
Ooh.
Oh. And then Spencer Boyd comes along late.
Oh my goodness, what a hit.
Wow.
Oh, Haley Deegan. Huge hit for her. Let's see what happened here.
Landon Lewis's 04 was right behind Haley. Don't know, maybe there might have been.
Thanks, Jamie Williams. Sawallich took the lead from Jesse Love. There's contact there, moving Zachary Tinkle around.
And you want to have your fender in front. If you're the lead car, going around here, got loose, getting
into the wall. LeVar Scott goes.
Saves it. Well, from the looks of this, I think he's probably going to.
Oof. There certainly was some contact, and there's that debris.
It's not getting any air.
And that's not a good thing. And that's trouble. Oh, 2 cars, 3 cars, 4 cars. Oh my goodness. Massive accident in turn 3. As
so look there, you see all that smoke. It blew up, guys, and probably oil on his tires. And then everyone behind him, listen, cars don't stop on dirt like they do in asphalt. Look at the 4 tires.
Good job, Stewart, staying off him.
Oh, he's in the wall. And Newman slides. Oh, slides. Oh, no, it cuts down his left front there.
Even turn 3, and that just
sent it in there a little bit hard.
No, se trompea antes, no hay contacto con Javi. Se alcanza a frenar, Javi se alcanza a frenar, se alcanza a frenar, se alcanza a frenar.
Lo libra bien.
Porque ve cómo va, viene totalmente bloqueado, girando, el auto no gira, ahí la llanta ya venía ponchada. Que no ha podido pasar Julio a José Luis, que quería forzar el tema, pero pues ahí había que tener este cuidado, y aquí está lo de Sebastián Cari, que termina. Se bajó.
Sí, se bajó.
Se baja Cari. Santiago Cruz ya no tiene nada que hacer ahí. ¿Quién fue el que se metió como Juan en su casa? Fue el que hizo contacto. Es la camioneta número 15. Eso es lo que pasa, Cari, en los grupos del medio. Aquí muy buena toma la que tendremos. En la parte interna, Edwin le pega a Nico. Vean cómo terminó la camioneta de Edwin. Charlie no se alcanza a frenar. Charlie Medina empuja a Edwin. Jesús, que está girando a la camioneta número 1, gira. Charlie Medina. Es Charlie Medina quien termina de giro de la camioneta del público. Se lo regala. Mira, viene el giro. Y es que es Jesús que quien le pega. Viene en freeway porque Alonso se sale. Se quiere meter por el medio. Santiago, viene el contacto. Y aquí no tiene nada que hacer. Y Charlie intenta pasar por dentro y hacen ese contacto en la parte interna. Y el giro, esto está bien. Este azotón es el que puede ser peligroso para el piloto Cari. Contacto. La que es quien gira, vale, que me imagino que se bajó por la posición, pero no tenemos todo el tiempo para ver lo que sucedió. Es la camioneta, es Marcelo Ramírez.
Formula drift for a few rounds. Now he's back. Let's see if he's bringing that wing energy. Big wing bangs, and it goes in.
Yeah, he was onto the bank, and that's what happened. You know, it looked like he's.
So he was going down and then tried to work his way back up. A lot of notoriety. Up Garage, ISR Performance, GT.
Oh man,
initiates the Jerry Yang Racing vehicle. Again, it's not completely foregoing the angle, but just taking a little bit. Oh, and then Jaeger shuts it down. Does a good job. Forsberg, he was aggressive, but has to fall back. You can see that ball, and Hurst hits the wall. That's going to be an incomplete for him. That is going to be all she wrote. Transitions into that third outside zone. Robert Thorne backs up and now jumps to the side. Whoa, whammy! Holy cow! Rock'em sock'em BMWs into that second outside zone. Matt Field comes out of the smoke right there. Holy cow! An absolute magician. The magic stick is his handbrake. Oh no! Slap in the base, big time. Ryan Turner comes in hot. Contact was made. Denofa continues on.
So it was through turn 6. And yeah, so that's the front. The entire front clip of the car has become detached and nicely removed with the exit of the ripple strip there at turn 6. But
just coming out of turn. Oh yeah. Oh, nasty incident there actually, and he's made contact with the pitch straight wall and come back across the track.
So Abri Ibrahim in front. He's not defended his line at all. And Talbot, made contact with the Merc just behind the rear wheel. This, Ronan Murphy. So this is the best shot we've seen of that moment. Everything locked up, skating across the infield. Remarkably lucky that there wasn't any contact with Lockie Bloxham, or any worse contact with Lockie Bloxham. And then this contact brought out the Hyundai safety car. Tim Wolford, Brad Carr, the Class B leader in the championship.
But this was the run down into turn number 3 that the race control have deemed no further investigation. I mean, it seemed to work out okay in the end, didn't it? Because Thornborough went off and ultimately retired. In the middle of the turn, was given one hit, then finished off by Richardson, who put the TFH higher 69 to the outfield. Later in the race, but worse was to come for Jordan Cox, who made contact with Harris, and damage to the Peugeot put him out. This was the view from Tim Slade's car.
Rubbing his hands with glee at this one. Eddie Bezic up the inside as contact between himself and
unfortunately, and Matthew.
And it carries on.
That has triggered the
Summers.
Yeah, and that's the checkered flag as that has happened. Unfortunately, Bailey Collins.
Blinding start from the former state champion.
Clifford, big moment, turn there and some contact with Rowe, and that's impeded and blocked the avenue. Round to turn number 1. And there's a safety car boards out. And there goes Casamati. He's given the fence a rub. He's gone too wide on the run down the hill into Dandenong Road.
And he will do, but Vaughan says, no, I'm going to go around the outside. He doesn't mind the outside. Oh, there's contact. Dornan's gone. Dornan's through the grass and into the wall. Oh, what a shame.
Just watching coming around. Oh, two-wheeling it. Off into the boonies and into the tyre barrier. In fact, missed the tyre barrier. Bounces back on in true VN fashion. Clear of the mess down there. Oh. Yeah, okay. What would have happened there? Didn't look like there was anyone else around. It was on his own.
Cuarto se apaga, exactamente. Ahí está lo de Justos. Claro, se tiró por adentro con Iglesias. Terminaron aplaudiendo los dos. Por afuera venía el auto de Aldriguetti y esto era lo que pasaba con Capurro. Capurro recupera y después otra vez. Muy bien, esta la de Ciarrochi. Ciarrochi. Claro, con Aldriguetti. ¿Sabés qué pasa? No se ve ninguno de los dos. Claro, porque en el medio venía Cosito. Guardar a Azar que lo intenta ahora por el lado externo. Va todo por afuera. Azar se tocaron. Se tocaron Azar y Guerra y afuera el líder del campeonato. Azar cuando Iglesias lo buscaba a Tommy Cingolani y se terminaron enganchando. Afuera Leandro Iglesias. Después de... A ver qué pasaba, ahí viene, tratando de superar a Sam. Uy, pero se le espantó el auto, Cuando llegaba al frenaje, incluso lo venía buscando Samir Hamse. El de Mar del Plata ya está en el 7º lugar. Ahí tenemos este contacto entre Campillay y Samir Hamse. Venía Montero por afuera. Se mueve, me da la impresión un poco el auto de Bodanovich. Y atrás pasaba... Hizo trompo completo Pérez Bravo. 360. Sí, trompo completo de Pérez Bravo, que allí todo está en la carrera en el puesto 10. Bien, ahí vemos cuando peleaban por el tercer lugar, la maniobra entre Adrián Hamse y José Malbrán. No pudo hacer nada por esquivarlos Leandro González, que le termina pegando a Hamse. En este inicio de su temporada. Ahí tenemos un roce, ¿no? Me parece que hubo un pequeño roce ahí con Casella. A ver, desde acá. Bueno, no se llega a apreciar, pero por el movimiento del auto da la impresión.
Amarelo. Foi sozinho, escapou. Aí, quando ele... Estranho porque ele já estava ali
É, uma panca relativamente forte, mas bem amortecida pela proteção de pneus, né? Então, se vê que o Theo não foi...
A Comase assume a ponta, já deixando o Beto
Olha a fumaceira. Eita, presidente vai aos pneus.
Sobrou.
Só deu um beijinho, já dá ré e segue.
Olha só que bonito que cena, sobrou pro Bazeizinho.
Eita, beijinho. Como gostaram de dar beijinho no muro, o pessoal tá meio carente, né, cara? Só nos beijinhos.
A gente já pega e já flagra ali aquela escapada do Pasqueto no primeiro momento, mas já vê ele sobrando de tudo que era jeito por aqui.
Deu uma panquinha considerável ali, não foi fraco não a batida.
Charlie Nesbitt went deep, and that was another position gained for Jason O'Halloran in the closing stages as things got really messy. An unfortunate accident for Max Cook, and that was the end of his podium dreams. It again, big accident in the end for Danny Kent and Jack Kennedy, and luckily somehow both back up on their feet. And the championship leader Ben Curry moving up into second place. There was a moment here for Ash Barnes. He crashed at the chicane, and unfortunately Reece Irwin in contention. Then this moment here, contact between Curry and Corduroy meant that and then this moment between Reece Irwin and Ewan McGlinchey. That was reviewed, but all was okay to take the lead of the race. There was drama for Joe Moore, who crashed over at the final chicane.
The one and only race at Thruxton for the Junior Superstock category then ended in disaster on the warm-up lap for Casey O'Gorman, who was sat second place on the grid at his debut in the championship. He went down, and unfortunately Finlay Arscott had nowhere to go, and he went down that first lap, but the Kawasaki's of Cameron Dawson and Asher Durham weren't letting him go lightly. The number 27 unfortunately went down and out of the race. Christian Smith took a wide sweeping line down into the club chicane, didn't quite work unfortunately, took out Mason Johnson and took the number 47 Richard Cooper with him as well. Cooper was then in 5th place, but then whatever it was seemed to solve itself. There was this big crash unfortunately for the number 67 who went down.
Você vê, ó, chamou ali de lado, aí não tem jeito, entrou na brita, Tiagão já trabalhando rapidamente. Vamos ver de novo, perdeu a frente ali o Colorado. Perdeu a frente ali o Colorado na transição da 7, né? E principalmente o trabalho da suspensão do piloto. Opa! Passou reto ali.
A couple of corners from where he made the pass, he lost the front and the back. Tim Geiser, who was in 8th, chasing down Maxime Renault back from injury, went upside down, did the 243. Romain Febvre did try to respond to the threat from behind, but then he just made a simple error on lap 7. Maxime Renault, not so fortunate, tried to land it in the rut, but he tipped over. And then Coonan, 2 laps later, and 2 laps from the end of the race, had this hard hit on the face of a jump. He would eventually pick himself up. Watch Andrea Adamo here, just gets caught at the back there as he ran into the rear wheel of Simon Langenfelder here from the 24 of Kevin Horgmo, but then he fell on lap 10. That allowed the Norwegian to go through. Horgmo had won the qualifying race. Gifting then tried his move on the Spaniard, but he tipped over. He maintained. He came into this weekend 31 points off the championship leader Escandel, and Francisco Garcia tagged bars, and a muddy Uddevalla after overnight rain. Max Werner charged into the lead as a couple of riders went down the other side, and then on the final lap he closed right in on his teammate. He then scrubbed and went down. He picked himself up, but he was already facing a...
I mean, you see that jump from Jet, he was already in there, and yeah, Barsha looks like he just gets hot-sided off another rider and goes down. And this corner here at Unadilla, as that's Anderson, I believe.
20th, yeah, RC.
Yeah, I was telling James, you know what it looks like from up here too? It's like these ruts are grabbing these guys.
And it's going further inside. You can tell he's charging in there. Okay, so he's going in a lot faster because he wanted to beat that lapper to that berm.